be joyful always. It doesn't say be joyful only when you have, only when you have in plenty. It says always. So this joy is to be calculated in the lack, when the answer is no, when the answer is yes, when you're having in plenty. You need to be joyful. Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Karaoke Moments. This is a channel where we have life conversation. And life conversations, we have a tagline that we say, life is a journey, walk in it. And we have various topics that we normally hold here. We motivate ourselves. We normally have inspirations. We discuss about cultures. We can discuss about faith. We discuss about anything that life throws onto us. And today I'm thinking about talking to us on a subject of lack is good and no is an answer, and it's a complete sentence. Have you subscribed to Karaoke Moments? I want to welcome you. If you've not subscribed, to subscribe, like our videos, make a comment, share our videos with your friends and families, and let us be able to continue spreading the message that is in Karaoke Moments. If you have already subscribed and you're coming back to watch, we want to thank you. Thank you for finding a moment and a chance to come back and watch. So as I've said, what is in my heart today is about lack. There are many times when we do not meet our desires and our needs. We always feel like this is wrong. And especially to the Christians, we start claiming, oh, it is Satan, it is the devil. Do you know, even there is a time as a child, you can ask your parents for a new pair of shoes and they will tell you no. It does not mean that your dad or your mom does not like you, does not love you. At that moment, they are not in a position to buy that child a pair of shoes. But it doesn't mean that their love towards their son or daughter has changed. They still love them. Because no is a complete sentence, which could also mean lack at that moment. But it does not mean that tomorrow it will not be a yes. It also does not mean that tomorrow they will not have. So that is why in my heart today I felt like telling ourselves that no is also a good answer at that point. You might have desires to own something and to have something, and it's not coming. Pause. Slow down. Think about it. It could be just a lesson that God is teaching you. It will be a lesson of patience, that God maybe knows you're moving very fast in whatever you want and you're not due for whatever you're asking for at that time. So it might be slowing you down so that you can pause and think about it. So no becomes a complete answer at that moment. It does not mean that tomorrow you will not have. Maybe sometimes you really want a promotion at your workplace so badly, but at that time you are not mature enough, maybe career-wise, or even age-wise, or even your academics. Maybe all that no, when you applied for that position and you are denied a chance, you are told no, you're not ready for this. Maybe what it means is you go back to school, read more, hone your skills, maybe learn more about the profession that you want to get that promotion, and you'll be a better person when you get the next promotion. Maybe it could be a relationship. Yes, a relationship. It is a boyfriend or a fiancé, or you're in courtship, or it's a girlfriend as well. It can be also a girlfriend. And the relationship ends. And you feel so discouraged and you feel so heartbroken that it has not gone forth. Do you know it could be because that man, that woman, you are not suitable. That could not be the best man to bring out the very best in your life as a woman, as that person being your husband. Or if you're a man, that woman who said no to you, or vice versa, you said no to them, it could not be your life partner as a wife. It will not be bringing out the very best. And so when you're having conflicts, maybe in those courtships and maybe in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, it's always good not to always think about, oh, it's the devil, oh, this person is declining me. You might want that relationship to really work, and it doesn't. Pause. No is an answer. It could be for your benefit, or maybe wait a while. Maybe you are not ready, so that you wait, and when you're ready to know matters and to be able to hold situations of relationship, then your right man will come into your life as a woman, or the right woman will come into your life as a man. So no becomes a good thing. So it's not always good to always feel very broken and you feel sorry for yourself or regretting. If it is at work, maybe there's a position you just wanted to be a supervisor of a unit, for example, and you keep on applying. And maybe even other people are applying who you think you're better off and they're getting that promotion. Do not feel bogged down, because it could be you are not ready. Maybe emotionally you are not intelligent enough to lead a team. Maybe psychologically you are not even well prepared. When you look at it, maybe you still have issues that you need to sort out for you to be able to hold a team. Maybe skills-wise, you are still not ready. So what you do is you go back, you sit down, having gotten a no as an answer, think about it. What is this that you're lacking? Maybe it's even interpersonal skills that you do not have. When people come to you as a colleague, how do you answer them? Maybe you never even show skills to anybody. If people come to you, you are not able to guide them. So, and you see, in an organization, the managers or people who are in leadership who need to who grant promotions, they are able to receive maybe messages and they know you are not ready. So when you apply, you think you're the best, but at that time it's a no. Go back, read more, maybe go back to school or hone your interpersonal skills, and next time you'll apply and it will be a yes. So no is not always a bad answer. Maybe you apply for, maybe you're looking for money to, for example, buy a car, and you have not honed your skills to drive. Why don't you go to a driving instruction school? You learn how to drive so that when you get a car, you are ready. To me, that is how I'm looking at it to say today that no is not always a bad answer. It could be a good answer at that moment. Maybe even, for example, I gave an incident of a child in a family. You're asking for a new pair of shoes and your father or your mother tells you they are not able to provide for you at that time, so it becomes a no. Maybe you need to pray for your parents so that they can get money and be able to buy for you. And also maybe God is teaching you as a child, whatever you want, to know that you already maybe have one pair of shoes. You appreciate that you already have it. And your parents, once they get it, you'll get that new pair of shoes and you'll appreciate. How about luck? There are many times when we forget to appreciate life because we think we lack so much. And it's true, you might be lacking. Don't look at it always with a bitter taste in your mouth. It could be to teach you to know the pain of lacking. I remember there was a time financially I was struggling, and it took me to a point of maybe in pounds, it could be maybe a pound. And in Kenya shillings at that time, I remember it was 100 shillings. I needed to afford 100 shillings. That is equal to a pound. Currently, maybe less than a pound or less than $1, because I needed some money for just bus fare to go to do my exams. Yeah, I was studying something, and I needed half of it to go to the exam center and back to my house, and I did not have. I remember I had to ask a friend I borrowed from a friend to give me that 100 shillings, which is less than a pound or less than $1 US dollar, to go to do that exam. And that is the point that I learned that You do not have to always look at things negatively, because currently, and very many other incidences, if I was to quote all the incidences of lack that made me to know lack is not always bad, lack is good. I remember I never struggled to believe when someone tells me, I do not have food to put on my table, or I do not have just even £1 or 100 Kenya shillings, or $1 to even maybe buy breakfast or dinner. I am one person who acknowledges lack, and I'm able to remind myself and remind someone that lacking today, it doesn't mean tomorrow you will lack. Just shift your attitude, shift how you look at it. And at this point in time, I am going to encourage us with a verse in the Bible that is really encouraging, and I'm going to pick my Bible and we look at it. It is going to come from the book of Thessalonians, 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5, verse 16 to 18. And this is what the Bible says: be joyful always. Pray continually in verse 17. And verse 18, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will to you in Christ Jesus. It is so encouraging to know that even in those moments when you're going through pain, when you're going through lack, the Bible commands us in verse 16 of that 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, be joyful always. It doesn't say be joyful only when you have, only when you have in plenty. It says always. So this joy is to be calculated in the lack, when the answer is no, when the answer is yes, when you're having in plenty, you need to be joyful. And in prayer, you are praying always, whether you're having or not. And verse 18 is when we are told, give thanks in all circumstances. And that circumstance is the circumstance of having, the circumstances of lacking, the circumstances when you wake up and you don't even know how the day is going to be. Maybe you have a sick one in the house, you have a sick one at home. For some of us who live far, you might wake up and you're told your mother who is over 5,000 miles away, or your dad who is over 5,000 miles away is unwell. What do? You first acknowledge that God is still on the reign, even in the being away, and your child maybe is sick, or your parent is not feeling well, or even your spouse. Let us learn to give thanks in all circumstances. And we still need to remind ourselves, life is a journey. We walk in it, because even in those moments, we are still on this journey. Let us learn to be joyful, because joy is not dependent on the circumstance. It's not dependent on whether things are good or bad. It is dependent to know who in those moments of lacking is reigning, and that is God. So be encouraged, and we want to thank you so much for finding a moment to be able to come back to Karaoke to watch for our subscribers. And if you've never subscribed, please subscribe and keep on sharing our videos. We want to say we love you so much, and we'll see you again in the next video. God bless you. Bye.